the forms of social protection that the agricultural rural women in Tunisia have benefited from are mostly come in the form of poverty alleviation programs, cash transfers, which are arbitrary, which are narrow-scaled, which are again temporarily, which are not sustainable, and which are not adequate. They do not provide adequate level of social protections, and they are not enough. They just increase somehow the poverty line, but they do not get these women out of poverty. And this comes from the approach of humanitarian assistance. It's the humanitarian assistance approach to social protection, not the human rights-based approach or perspective. The other form is a solidarity equalization fund for aid distribution, and other forms of solidarity financing or solidarity economy of informal forms of social protections that these agricultural rural women have created for themselves, and informal forms of economic resistance that they have created for themselves that come from the perspective of community-led initiatives. These are just being used by these agricultural rural women for them to survive. They are used by them to sustain these hardships, economic hardships, but these are not enough, and we cannot count on these. They are doing that to somehow offset for all the gap in social protection and social services provision by the state, but this is not getting them out of the very hard socioeconomic circumstances that they are living. Instead, we should be not formalizing agricultural rural women, because we need to be thinking about the legitimacy of such policy recommendations and of such reforms. This is not what they actually want. What they want is a legal framework that incubates them, a legal framework that provides them with not zero contract on-demand basis jobs, but with decent work conditions as they are doing what they're doing just the way they are doing it. They need more social mobility justice, and for that to happen, they need the infrastructure for it. We need to abolish the middleman model. We need to tap or to tackle all these infringements to human rights principles. This is what we actually need. And in the long run, we need to think about universal social protection systems that cover everybody, that cover all, the rich and the poor equally. And these universal social protection systems will have to entail a social protection floor that provides horizontal coverage to everybody, including those invisible forms of vulnerability in different ecosystems of the country, in rural areas, in urban areas, in marine areas, in forest areas, including agricultural rural women.